Today's video is brought to you by Luster, a totally free tool that will help you find the right product depending on your budget and needs. Browse expert ratings, YouTube reviews, and Reddit discussion summaries all at your fingertips. Get the best deal by easily comparing prices across top retailers and track their price changes so you know the best times to buy. Get started by checking out the Luster link in the description below. What's going on, guys? Today we're checking out the Sync Pro True Wireless Earbuds by Sol Electronics. Now, I'm pretty excited to check these out because, to be honest with you, they look pretty darn cool. The question is, does the Pro in the title actually stack up against the competition currently in the marketplace? Well, we're about to find out. My name is JDubb, and I'm here to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. So, let's go check them out. Sol did a great job with the well-known stem style that we're used to, but added some flair and a high-tech look. The earbuds have a sharp angled tip on the bottom where the microphone lives, with a chrome ring around the outside that gives them a futuristic style. They decided to put the LED on the top of the earbud, which is also a slightly different design choice from what we normally see. I was also happy to find that they used just a standard gel ear tip. The great thing about this was that it has great noise isolation when you got the right fit, and it was very comfortable with no ear fatigue even after long listening sessions during my testing. On the touch control pad on the ear tips, they put their S logo for branding, and they backed it with a nice brushed aluminum which they carried over to the case for some continuity in the design. Again, going for that premium style feel, the case itself has a nice leather flap which gives it a great design touch. But don't let a leather flap worry you. The magnets that hold this thing closed are strong. I even dropped it a couple times and didn't have it fall open and drop the earbuds, so overall it works really well and is secure. Speaking of the magnets, you can see here that where the magnets connect is that same brushed aluminum that we saw on the earbuds, again bringing the design together. Outside of that, however, the case itself is indeed made out of plastic. One major feature I wasn't a big fan of with the case is that the bottom is rounded as opposed to flat. This caused it to be unstable even on a flat surface, and if you bumped it on a flat surface, it rocked back and forth awkwardly. A weird design choice that I'm not a huge fan of. With that said, it does redeem itself with USB-C connection, 4 well-lit LED charging indicators, and enough power to get you 150 hours of playback time, which is super impressive. Speaking of battery life, the earbuds themselves land squarely in the middle of the industry standard at 6 hours on a single charge. Not the best that we've seen, but definitely a solid, worthy performance. Moving on to sound, I am happy to say that the Sync Pros have some solid audio specs with A2DP, AAC, and aptX on board, meaning you're going to get low latency playback and solid audio transmission with all your Bluetooth-enabled devices. Now, sound is delivered through 6mm dynamic drivers, so you should expect a fairly flat curve, maybe accentuated a little bit in the bass and on the highs with a little bit of lower end in the middle, and that was kind of what I experienced. The bass was okay. This isn't a bass head pair of earbuds, so bass heads just probably stay away from these. But if you're looking for the highs, I will say that was where my biggest complaint lies. Now, they do hit very well in the highs. It has a very crisp high. The problem is that it's a little bit too crisp to the point of feeling artificial. And sometimes when I was listening to songs that had a lot of high end, I felt like it was a little more annoying than anything else, and I often wanted to skip tracks or turn the volume down just to kind of take the edge off. It felt a little bit crackly and a little bit too sharp for me on the high end. So I don't know if that's just personal preference because sound generally is, but at the end of the day, I felt like the sound across the board was good enough to be a daily driving pair of earbuds, but it wasn't anything that blew me away that I haven't seen before. Before we move on from sound quality, I do want to mention the microphones because Sol did make it a highlight in their marketing and on their packaging that they've included dual CVC noise canceling microphones. So as usual, here's a sound test so you can be the judge. So here we have a microphone test of the Sol Sync Pro True Wireless Earbuds. Again, the goal is to give you an idea of what these should sound like for people on the other end when you're using the CVC noise canceling microphones on these devices. So, as usual, guys, let me know what you think of this quality in the comments below. Now, when it comes to touch controls, they are very responsive and easy to use. However, they did leave out volume control, which was a huge bummer for me. Volume control is a big one, especially when most competitors are already on board, so not seeing this on these Sync Pros was definitely a negative. One other feature that I will mention is the fact that these do have a dual connect mode. However, it worked very clunkily. In fact, sometimes when you put one of the earbuds back in the case, it would pause your music altogether and not resume. So it works and it's present, but the execution wasn't done very well. So all that to say, at the end of the day, these guys are $129 on Soul's website. And so the question is, are they worth $129? And are they pro enough for somebody to want to spend that? And in my opinion, they're a cool looking pair of earbuds, don't get me wrong. I think they're one of the most attractive looking earbuds that I've reviewed in recent months. And the case itself is really slick. I love that leather flap. I love the extended battery life. The audio quality was good enough to get by, but not enough to be pro. In my opinion, these should be a sub $100 pair of earbuds. I feel like the missing of volume controls, some kind of shoddy, dual connect features there kind of brought that price down. And if the audio quality really wasn't banging, I don't think $129 is something that I'd be willing to spend. Now, I am curious to hear what you guys have to think, so let me know. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me down in the comment section below so I can have a conversation with you guys down there. And as usual, guys, the goal of this video is to help you make a better tech buying decision. And if you think that I did that today, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any other videos. But guys, that's it for me, and I will see you in the next video.